Hi there, this is Josh Robb and Austin Wilson from Hixon Zuercher Capital Management, bringing you 5 things you need to know
and some you don't
for the month of May.
So, the month of April, really good month for the stock market. In fact, growth stocks picked up where value stocks had left off earlier in the year, and the Russell 1000 growth index was up 6.8%, while its value counterpart, the Russell 1000 value, it was only up 4%. The S&P 500 was right in the middle, returning about 5.4%. Small cap stocks also lagged for the month, and they were up only 2.1%.
And as we head into warmer weather, did you guys know that the Eiffel Tower size fluctuates by up to 6 inches, and this is due to the heat on the metal?
Wow, 6 inches. That is a big fluctuation for...
It also sways with the wind.
Can you go in it anymore?
Yeah, you can ride it out.
Maybe once COVID's over, we can all
go take a trip
to France
Let's
for a while. Next up, number 2, lumber prices have been going gangbusters for some time now. So obviously, interest rates are really low. We've talked about this a number of times, but the housing market is on fire, and new homes seemingly can't get built fast enough. So truth is that lumber prices are up 5 times more than they were at this time last year.
Yep. Speaking of trees, do you know what lives in trees?
No.
Sloths. Sloths. One of my favorite animals, by the way.
Because you're slow.
Yes.
Okay.
Sloths have more bones in their necks than giraffes. Fun fact. Sloths have 10 vertebrae, while giraffes and most mammals only have 7.
So think about that. Yeah. There's giraffes have 7 of these, and sloths have 10.
But they're just bigger.
Learn something new every day. Earlier this month, we saw a big jobs miss when we talk about the jobs report that comes out every month when we're looking back at April. It was the worst miss since the 90s. Analysts were expecting about 1 million jobs added for the month of April, and in fact, that came in at only a little over 200,000. So that's not super great. The unemployment rate was anticipated to have ticked down to about 5.8, 5.9% from 6, and it actually went up to 6.1. So not good.
Sticking with animals, Armadillo Fact. You need to know this, all right? Their shells are bulletproof.
Why don't we use this for defense?
I mean, it's right. There's built-in armor right there. True story though, a guy in Texas shot at an armadillo, ricocheted off, hit him in the jaw, and he had to go to the emergency room.
That sounds dangerously uncomfortable.
Yep. Speaking of which, in the news just recently, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a tiger loose in Texas, over in Houston. Yeah, it's actually legal to own tigers in Texas. But not in Houston. They actually have a city rule. So that was.
So was Tiger King, Joe Exotic on?
He was on. He's still in jail. So they had to call in someone else to grab him.
Okay. And number 4, the Colonial Pipeline was hacked by an alleged Russian group of cyber criminals. Yep. They're called DarkSide. And they executed this hack, which took down the software that controls the pipeline, putting a major crimp in supply of oil throughout most of the south and eastern United States for about a week, actually. And at the time of this recording, that pipeline is coming back online. Fuel shortages are anticipated to kind of linger on for another week or so, but we are getting back to that. Funny thing is that the cyber group who did that, they felt bad for what they did.
Yeah.
So they actually issued an apology, thinking that they maybe shouldn't have taken down something so critical to America's economy. However, that did not prevent them from feeling bad enough not to take their $5 million ransom.
There's going to be a lot of people looking for them.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, DarkSide, isn't that a DC villain?
I don't know. I'm a Marvel guy.
Real life comics happen.
Okay.
Speaking of gas, though, do you know where turtles go to fill up with gas?
Hopefully not in the south, because you can't find them.
They go to the Shell station.
Yes. Okay. And last, but not least, number 5, Dogecoin. Everyone wants to talk about Dogecoin. It's all over the news. People like Elon Musk tweeting about it, and it was on a tear for quite some time. It was up thousands of % on the year. This meme-based coin that really has a cult following, you could say. People are just following it because it's a funny meme, and it was going up for a long time. Well, when Elon Musk hosted SNL earlier in the month, it was anticipated that he was going to say something super bullish about Dogecoin, and people bought it up going into that, sending the price way up. He actually said that it was a hustle, and the price tanked from there. So Dogecoin, maybe not so great. Since then, kind of fluctuated and has backtracked a little bit and actually traded up a little bit, but still a bit of a speculative move in my mind.
Well, Dogecoin was originally created as a joke.
It was. So yeah, but it's older than you think.
Yes, it's one of the oldest cryptocurrencies, older than Ethereum.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of dogs, Teddy Roosevelt,
President.
He was president. He actually had a pet hyena in the White House.
Yeah, the joke's on you, Josh. Hyenas are not dogs.
Okay. So speaking of Doges,
Yes.
the pet hyena's name was Bill. It was a president from the Ethiopian emperor.
Oh, hey, you learn something new every single day.
Well, this is Josh Robb and Austin Wilson here from Hixon Zuercher Capital Management, reminding you that nothing we talked about today is a recommendation on your investments. If you have any questions, please speak to your financial advisor, or if you'd like to speak to us, you can give us a call at 419-425-2400. We'd love to talk with you. This is Josh Robb and Austin Wilson from Hixon Zuercher, wishing you a good rest of the May and a happy start to your summer.
Until next month, take care.
Bye.
Speaking of Doges.
Doges. Well, it's not a dog, so it's a Doge.